This is the Scary Movie Clubcast.
Live from the clubhouse, it's Scary Movie Clubcast. This is Dahmer.
This is Amanda.
This is Mackenzie.
This is Megan.
And this is Nadine.
And tonight we watched Barbarian. I'm going to give it a solid 4 out of 5 baby bottles. Adult baby bottles.
Nailed it.
I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 adult baby bottles.
I will give it like a 4 out of 5 adult baby bottles.
I'll give it a 4 out of 5 adult baby bottles.
Yeah, I think that's about right. A 4 out of 5 adult baby bottles. If anything, I edged towards almost going a little bit lower. But I mean, it was good.
It was pretty enjoyable, I think.
I love the twists, the turns.
Yes. Yeah. Real twisty.
Real twisty, real turny.
And we're not just talking about the secret underbase.
Tonight we're doing another episode of the dating game, Murderer Edition. This time with Megan as the Bachelorette.
Wahaha.
Yay.
And I'm going to pass it over to Nadine, and Nadine's going to go over the rules for us.
Of course, we all know the story of the dating game contestant who turned out to be a serial killer. Well, he wasn't just a contestant, he was actually the winner. And that got us here at the clubhouse thinking, would we pick the killer? In the inaugural game, our contestant Amanda showed us that yes, we would pick the murderer. Today, we're back at it again with our second ever contestant, Megan, to help us answer that question on the dating game Murderer Edition. I've carefully selected 3 bachelors for Megan to choose from. 1 will be a murderer, 1 will be a real douchebag, and 1 will be a total dreamboat. Megan's instincts will be put to the test as she uses information gathered through questions and answers I've assembled to try to find her dreamboat. To clarify, someone could fall in the douche category for something as small as when DJ Khaled said that he would never perform oral sex on his girlfriends but expects them to perform it on him, or for something as nefarious as the many rapes of Harvey Weinstein. So it's a pretty broad category. The answers to these questions were written by me based on expansive research into each bachelor's life, habits, and interests. Obviously, substantial liberties have been taken with reality to play this game, but our bachelors are ready and living, dead, wherever they are. They all want to date Megan. Any questions?
I'm ready to rock and roll.
Okay, let's start the game. Welcome to the dating game, Murderer Edition. It's time to meet our bachelors. Our first bachelor is an athletic 6'3" Leo who's looking for love. Give it up for bachelor number 1.
It's me, bachelor number 1.
Woo! Our second bachelor is an intelligent Virgo, ready to share the finer things in life with a special lady. Let's hear it for bachelor number 2.
Thank you.
People gotta stop making gestures. This is not a video podcast. You gotta use your words. Our third bachelor is an articulate Aquarius who loves to be creative. They're looking for a friend as well as a lover. How about a warm welcome for bachelor number 3?
Pleasure to meet you.
So now we'll turn it over to our bachelorette.
Bachelor 1.
Yes?
Someday I'd love to get a pet corgi. What would be your dream pet and why?
Corgi. Well, something exciting and unpredictable, maybe. Even a little dangerous, like a crocodile.
What's this, Dahmer?
I'm right here.
Bachelor 2. Complete this sentence. This may sound a little odd, but...
I'm pretty religious. I know that's hot.
Amanda's face. I like that Amanda is pretty religious, but that face said pass.
Yep.
All right, and bachelor number 3. People would describe my mom as an enigma. What's your relationship with your parents like?
Well, my dad's almost never around, and my mom and I were close. Maybe not in the healthiest way.
Oof. That is not great.
Man, hoping you weren't going to ask that one.
Well, here we are. Bachelor 1. Watching movies is a go-to night in for me. If you made your life into a movie, what would the tagline be?
It'd be living for the memories.
For the memories. That's not bad. It's a good tagline.
Thank you. I made it myself.
Bachelor 2. If you didn't want to kiss a girl goodnight, how would you reject her?
Well, I'd be honest, and I'd tell her every reason I had for refusing her.
Every reason.
Every reason.
Wow.
Whoa.
Bold move.
Some call it intense, some call it intense, I call it honest.
Bachelor 3. As you know, I love true crime. If we were going to commit a crime together, what would it be?
Arson? Let's not hurt anyone, but how about taking down some of those political monsters' mansions?
Okay.
It's so different
Sure.
than mine.
Yeah, you're different people.
I'm just saying.
I
It sounds like this is a game of two now.
Well, let's find out. Bachelor 1, same question.
Okay. I love animals. Let's break into the zoo and free all the oppressed ones together. Then we could see if we can bring out the animal in each other. Wink, wink.
All right.
Way-o.
Slow down. Sir, I don't even know you yet.
We're only on our third question.
And Bachelor 2, what crime would we commit?
Well, I think if we had to commit a crime, I think it should be stealing from an art gallery. We can sell whatever we want to support ourselves, and then we keep the rest to make our new mansion beautiful.
Oh, we have a mansion?
New mansion.
Well, I'm just slip in the dollar bills there.
Okay. I see. Bachelor 1, cheese is non-negotiable to obtain my heart. What cheese would you be and why?
Not to suck up to the goat of fear, but I'd be goat cheese. I don't fit in with every occasion, but I can also absolutely make some dishes.
Bachelor 2, I like to color on my phone to relax. What do you do to help ease the stress of life?
You know, just something simple like reading the newspaper.
Bit boring, but okay.
Well, that's how I relax.
Well, to each their own.
I remember in the first episode there was this weird like tension because it seemed like we really wanted to go on a date with Amanda, and the tension is not here in this episode.
I
mean,
turn that up.
I don't want you to fake it, so no.
Can I just say, I don't think Megan wants to go on a date with any of these bachelors.
Yeah,
It
so
feels
far,
like
yeah.
every one of our answers, she's been like, nah,
Yeah,
pass on that
I have
one.
kind of.
Pass on that one.
We have to pick one of us.
Haven't been loving any of them.
Weird, because I intentionally write them all to sound not creepy at all.
Bachelor 3, one of my favorite candies is sweet tarts. Tell me the sweetest thing about you, and what would be the most tart?
I would say my talent is what the masters would call the sweetest, and the tart could be that I'm ever changing.
Amanda just did an eyebrow like
Oh no.
Aquarius. Tell the Aquariuses do.
That's how they do.
Yeah, varieties of spice of life, baby.
Oh. Megan's like, I'll just dial it. Is that
I mean, really?
Bachelor 1, I didn't always have a hold on my temper. What is something that makes you snap?
When I get overwhelmed with too much to do, that can push me to my limit. Baby.
Bachelor 2, same question.
I really don't like it when things are out of order. When I make a plan, I like to be able to stick to that plan.
Both kind of red flags, aren't they? Bachelor 3, same question.
Well, you know I love variety, but I'd have to say be feeling trapped, the opposite.
Okay, alright.
You lose your temper.
When I feel trapped, I lose it.
Those are reactions
It's-
murderers would have, all three of them.
It's not panic. It's not panic. It's just anger.
Bachelor 1, I absolutely love to travel. If I pick you, where would you whisk me away to?
Australia. Perfect blend of risk, adventure, and beauty. Just like you, Megan.
We're criminals.
Just so we know, the last part was ad-lib. There are several ad-libs, and
been
I'd
a
let
lot
them
of
all go. But
We gotta get a little funny up in here.
it's fine, it's fine, I'm just saying.
Alright, Bachelor 2. One of my best friends and I affectionately refer to each other as my boat. What would your pet name be for me?
Well, Megan, I would call you my angel.
That's gross. But thank you.
Well, religion's so important to me. I want
Oh,
you to
I
be up
forgot
there.
that. I forgot that. Thank you for reminding me. Bachelor 3. Complete this sentence. This may sound a little odd, but
I was born with a congenital anomaly.
boy, do I wish you could be more specific.
So could I.
Cool. All right. Bachelor 1.
Was also hoping you weren't gonna ask that question.
Well, that's the second time you've said that to me. So things are going well.
It's ironic, too, because the one person that you haven't asked that question to probably has the weirdest response.
I know.
All right, Bachelor 1. Complete this sentence. This may sound a little odd, but
I used to have a job where I would fix, repair, and clean breast pumps.
Cool story, bro.
I really wanted you to ask me that one.
I the whole time I was
It's the
like,
best time.
So on theme with Barbarian?
exactly.
Yeah, I love that.
And that was just coincidence.
That was coincidence. That's, yeah. Bachelor 2. Someday I'd love to get a pet corgi. What would be your dream pet and why?
Well, I think prairie dogs are supposed to be one of the smartest animals. But maybe something easy to care for, like a fish.
Prairie dogs is an interesting choice too. Bachelor 3. I absolutely love to travel. If I pick you, where would you whisk me away to?
This is easy. Italy, showing us all the beauty in history.
Okay, that's great. I think I'm done asking questions, mostly
Okay.
because I don't know that I want to keep hearing the answers everyone has.
So it's not because you've fallen in love with someone, but because you don't want to fall out of love with who you've just accepted, like resigned yourself to.
Correct.
All right, Megan, it's time to pick which of these lucky bachelors gets to take you on a date. Who will it be?
The person taking me on a date will be Bachelor 3.
What?
With a congenital disease.
But why'd you
Correct.
make so much eye contact with me?
That was my thought. Too. I honestly, you made so much eye contact with Dahmer that I thought to myself, it's kind of rude if she doesn't pick Dahmer
Yeah.
at this point. It
You're
was
welcome.
that much eye
It
contact.
is rude, and I am
You
heartbroken.
gotta keep your eye on a religious zealot. You never
yeah.
know what's gonna happen.
And the only other eye contact you gave was to Mackenzie's. What was it that made you pick Bachelor number 3?
Chance to go to Italy again.
I do love Italy. I didn't love the religious zealot aspect of Bachelor 2. Wasn't sure that I was feeling that energy. So, kind of.
Okay, anyone
Took
got
that
any
out.
guesses?
Can I guess which
just-
one is which?
Yeah, everyone can guess whatever they want right now, and then I'll read it out.
I just think that I'm a cult leader. So probably the douchebag.
I think she's a murderer.
I think you're the murderer, Lena.
I thought these
Dahmer's
guesses were
the
going to be like
murderer.
more specific.
Oh,
like, if you
I just
just
had
knew
a
who
I had a
someone
guess
was.
of like
Oh, I
murderer,
don't
Well,
guess
douchebag,
like that.
normal
I
person.
thought maybe it was H.H. Holmes because of the art stealing aspect, wanting to build a new mansion.
Oh, a new mansion. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can see that. It's a good guess.
Bachelor number 1, who lost. This surfing Aussie actor has been awarded the title of sexiest man alive. He may have been forged in the heart of a dying star to get those abs, but you'll never know since you passed on Chris Hemsworth.
Ah, that was me. That was
He used to
me.
work at a breast pump.
And it was clear. Like,
I knew I was the normal one.
Yeah.
I figured
Yeah.
that it
I
was
thought I
probably
was
you.
like the
Well,
regular-
especially the weird things.
The weird working at the breast pump clinic.
I was like,
that
no
actually
way.
sounds something like a celebrity would have done as a first job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good luck suffering, Megan.
Also
because-
saving all
I
the
know.
animals.
I have either a douche or a murderer in my
and you
future.
passed up on Chris Hemsworth.
Well, you know.
Bachelor number 2 is a family annihilator who wasn't accounting on getting caught. Boring to the core, this guy built a life as a married accountant devoted to the Lutheran faith, and when that didn't work out, he killed off everyone involved and built the exact same life, just in a different state. Well done for you and any hypothetical children, because you just avoided John List.
Mm-hmm.
I should have known. That was actually
Yeah,
my
you
second
should've
guess because of the him
Well,
being
you
a
should
Virgo.
have guessed. You should have said
I know,
it.
I
Like, and then
didn't.
when you were like, I knew it, I was like, you guys had all the opportunity to throw names out.
I guess the thing is, I knew I was like the normal one, and I thought murderer, douchebag. But then I was like the Australia. I was like maybe Chris Hemsworth or a Hemsworth brother.
Yeah. Even if you had said Hemsworth brother, that would have been pretty good. We may have just discovered your kink is love bombing followed by nagging. You could be married a heterosexual man or his biological sister, and it wouldn't matter to this hypersexual douche. His ex-girlfriend, Lady Caroline Lamb, put it best when she said he was mad, bad, and dangerous to know. Keep your heart guarded and your chastity belt on tight because you're going on a date with Lord Byron.
Oof.
Who's
I mean, I guess it's at least it's not a murderer, but it's not great.
Do you want to know what date you're going on?
Yep, let's hear it.
Tie your corset and grab your dance card because this bad boy of poetry is taking you to a ball. Prepare to make every person in the room jealous as this silver-tongued devil dotes and devotes himself to you for as long as the mood should strike him, but maybe have a backup way home because once he's lost interest, you've lost your carriage.
What a douche.
He really is. The more that I read about him, he's the literal worst. Like, so bad.
I
At
changed
least I'm
things
not
up.
being family annihilated. I got that one silver lining.
But I mean, the Tiffany skylight.
Oh man, do you want to go through and any questions that anyone didn't give their answer to? Do you guys want? Because we did that on the last one. It was kind of. It's more fun like once you know who everyone is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Watching movies is a go-to night in for me. If someone made your life into a movie, what would the tagline be?
If you had to do it all over again, he wouldn't change a thing.
Oh, no, no,
Isn't it funnier when you know it is?
Awful.
See, that wouldn't have meant hardly anything until you know it's John List.
Passion above all else.
Yeah, I bet it is. One of my best friends and I affectionately refer to each other as my boat. What would your pet name be for me?
Probably either something classic and fitting your splendor, like princess, or something no one else understood, but was sweet between the two of us, like apples.
Those are real pet names that he calls his wife.
That is so cute.
That's good.
Well, you didn't pick me, so I don't know what to tell you.
It's fine.
Yeah, what are you getting called by, Amanda?
Yeah.
My dearest.
Lovely.
I know, terrible. I was glad
Not
she
really
asked that.
not
I
a
was like,
pet name
she's gonna
person.
hate that one.
I absolutely love to travel. If I pick you, where would you whisk me away to?
Just me.
Yeah, just you.
Colorado. Let's get lost in the mountains and rivers and majesty of nature. Did he bury his family out there or something?
No,
No, he
Colorado is
left them
where-
in the ballroom.
Yeah, he just left them there in sleeping bags. But
Colorado is where he moved to build his new life
Oh.
at first, and then he eventually landed in Virginia. Actually, yeah, it's real creepy.
cute.
Like, actually, real close. Like, I tried to figure out where his house was that he got caught in. I couldn't, but it's like very close. Like, it's
Ooh.
in our side of town.
Oh, wow.
whoa,
Southside.
we gotta go
Yeah.
find it.
I know. It's crazy.
People have described my mom as an enigma. What's your relationship with your parents like?
Close. Family is the most important thing to me. Some of the decisions I've made have been entirely to help them.
Some of these answers would have really
Been nice
been useful.
to hear from you.
Complicated. We're definitely close, but they can be a source of pressure for me.
Yeah, I bet they are.
Yikes.
Oh yeah, when he was talking about the pets that he would have, prairie dogs eat their young if food is scarce, and the fish, they had a family fish, and one of the last things he did before he left the house was go and feed the fish.
Jeez.
Oh, wow.
So glad
The
you
fish
care
was
about
still
the
dead
fish.
by the time they got there, because
Yeah,
I
of
mean, it was a long
Oh,
time.
wow, yeah.
Little details, I like it.
Yes.
One of my favorite candies is sweet tarts. Tell me the sweetest thing about you and what would be the most tart.
Sweetest would definitely be how loyal I am, and tart would probably be my short temper.
The sweet part would be probably how stable I am. But tart could be that sometimes I can be a little rigid. Like I can sort of be list-oriented.
Got him.
Funny.
Someday I'd love to get a pet corgi. What would be your dream pet and why?
Probably a peacock. They're a symbol of immortality and the triumph of transformation, taking poison from the earth and turning it into beauty and life.
Boy, all right.
It's a line from one of his poems.
Ooh.
Also,
Oh,
he had a
interesting.
peacock and a pet bear.
A
Of
pet
course.
bear.
Be
Get
crazy.
out of here.
Of course.
So cute.
Definitely the most douchey thing about him from everything that I learned is that he had this illegitimate daughter with someone, and at first he like denied the daughter and wouldn't do anything to take care of her. And of course this woman was ruined like from
Yeah.
society because she had had a kid out of wedlock at this point. And so she's like living off family and doing terribly, and then he eventually is like, okay, well fine, I'll take care of the kid, but like you have to send her to me and you're never gonna get to see her again. And the
No.
family like puts a lot of pressure on her and like convinces her that this is the best thing for the daughter, that at least the daughter will be like raised up into society and stuff like that and get a good education. He gets tired of the kid very quickly and just starts like pawning her off on people. She's still very young, by the way, like 3 or something, like very
Aw.
young. By the time she's like 4, he sends her off to some boarding school. And she would write to him all the time, like begging him to come and see her, and he wouldn't. And then they wrote to him and was like, she's very sick, like you should come here. And he wouldn't, and she just like died in that boarding school.
Oh.
And and she had been there for like over a year and he never went to go see her.
That's terrible.
Yeah, he's a terrible person.
Yeah, truly.
Oh.
I like to color on my phone to relax. What do you do to help ease the stress of life?
Exercise. I think my new workout will be chasing you around. I also love listening to music to help calm myself down.
Mine would be reading. I like biographies, history, and philosophy.
I bet you do.
That's your man, Megan.
And that, yeah. If you didn't want to kiss a girl goodnight, how would you reject her?
I'd probably just go with my gut reaction in the moment, and if that failed me, probably fall over backwards just by physically avoiding her instead of saying anything at all.
Why wouldn't I want to kiss her?
No. I wish I would have asked you. I would have known immediately you were a douche.
I mean, it's just a kiss. And everyone deserves a little excitement.
Get out of here. Should have asked.
You asking the
Filled with
wrong
regret. All right. Cheese is a non-negotiable to obtain my heart. What cheese would you be and why?
I'm an earthy blue cheese. Maybe not for everyone, but those who like me are die-hard fans.
For me, it's a brie. I may not be the easiest to break into, but if you take the time and heat me up, I melt in a very satisfying way.
Get out of here.
Do you want to change your answer there, Megan?
I think it's obvious that I do, but here we are.
I'll get my buddy John to do you off, and I'll take her for myself.
Do you guys want to know the creepiest thing that I learned about John List while I was doing all the research?
What?
Okay, so it's not actually about him. It's so gross. So his daughter, Patricia, known as Patty, she was she was in high school and had this drama teacher. There were like rumors going around and it was like weird, and also people were saying that she was like dipping into the occult. Like a lot of this supposedly like, I don't know, was part of the snowballing effect towards John List doing what he did. But the drama teacher put out a movie. It's called like the Patricia List Story. And it's on YouTube. I don't recommend it. It's very upsetting because it's like it's so weird, guys. It tells the story of like as if Patricia, like Patty, was into the occult and like witchcraft, and that she was like using witchcraft to lure him into a relationship.
Whoa,
And this dirty pedophile.
The teacher?
This dirty pedophile teacher who is making this movie.
Really telling on yourself.
Yeah, and he used the actors in it are kids, like that are in his class. It is so creepy and weird.
Ew.
Like there's literally a scene where he's like fingering her. It's so gross. It's so gross. And in my mind, I'm like, this is a child. Like I'm sure that you're not actually touching her, but like, what are you doing off screen? Like with these kids. I don't know how this guy wasn't fired. Like he's so gross.
Oh
my gosh.
no!
Yeah, it's genuinely disgusting.
Speaking
And the idea of blaming Patty.
Yeah, really.
Speaking of, what's up with Lord Byron and his mom?
Oh, okay. So he was born with a clubfoot, and she never got it fixed, and so like he would have trouble walking, and like eventually he got a lot better with it, but I mean it was difficult for him, and he got teased a lot as a kid, and then also his weight often fluctuated. Like he definitely had an eating disorder, and like his weight would fluctuate a lot. It was just a struggle for him. His mom was overweight, so like I mean it was probably like in his genes and stuff, but she would forever make fun of him for being fat, and yeah, she's a mean-hearted person. But so they were like close, but she would make fun of him for his clubfoot, which was her fault, because like they could have fixed it even at that time. She just didn't. Yeah, so she was mean. Like he was definitely abused. Like he's definitely one of those people where it's like hurt people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So now Amanda's with a murderer, Megan's with a douche.
Nice.
We'll see if anyone can ever snag the dream back.
And we got 2 more chances.
I know.
Someone has to
for
win.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Scary Movie Clubcast, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. See you next movie night, and don't forget, there are 49 days till Halloween.
Bye.
It is a strawberry cheese Danish. She
Action.
also got
Okay,
to.
well, action.
Which also, as a side note, as we go through, should anyone find that they feel that they have a good feeling of who someone is, like if you hear something and you're like, I think I know what murderer that is, by all means, shut your trap. And there will be a chance for you to guess at the end. But, before we reveal it. But do not say it during the game unless you want me to lose my mind.
Yeah, no spoilers.
No spoilers.
Not to be stuck up to the goat of fear, but.
Not to suck up. You said stuck up.
Oh.
You just read it. Also, you haven't reacted to these questions at all. I wrote them special for you.
And I love them.
She seems very angry at your questions and answers so far.
There are three
What's the
questions that
answers?
were in any of them, and I was like, ooh, these could be the 3 questions that transfer over to anything, like the true crime, and this may sound a little odd, but then the rest I write specific to the Bachelorette.
Yes, I love it. What movies is a go-to watching movies?
With what? Yeah.
I was like, why is this not making sense to me at all? I was like,